Well, hello guys, today I got a new VCR. It's this Quasar VCR here, and I did not buy this VCR. My dad found it in at his workplace in a bin where people put old electronics for recycling, and this VCR was there today, and so he brought it back for me. And it's a Quasar VCR from the late 80s. With a Panasonic mechanism. It's a rebadged Panasonic VCR, like all Quasar VCRs are. And it does power on, but it's not working. Just did a little weird noise. It sounds kinda weird and it acts weird too. The tape does go in and the VCR has power, but not all the functions work. See, I'm able to insert the tape and eject it. I will try to press play. And it isn't working. Oh, now it works. So yeah, what the heck just happened there? Fast forward, nothing happens. This is the first time I see a VCR having this problem. It's like pretty loud and it does weird noise. Now it's turning. And can I have the counter? So as you can see, the tape is turning inside the VCR. Stop button does not work. So this VCR seems to have button problems, as you can see. I can't even press the buttons. I'll have to try with the remote. So there's a little problem. The tape is like turning pretty fast, it seems. So I believe there is a Capstan motor problem on this VCR, but this is really the first time I see this. I can't even press the stop button. It did rewind the tape, I did not eat it. Rewind does not work, so all I can do is fast forward, play, and eject. I cannot even stop. This is the first time I see this problem on a VCR. That's really weird. So tape speed button works. I'm not going to try a record right now. So the VCR does some strange motor noises, and while eject seems to always be working. This VCR has a mechanism that I already have in one of my VCRs, a Panasonic, and that VCR is fully functional. I got it 2 years ago, and this is a pretty rare mechanism to find here. In the United States, it's not as rare to find as it is here. My buddy Anthony, the VCR king, he has seen a few of them at the thrift stores, and well, I've never actually found one at the Value Village. The one I have, it's this one, this Panasonic here. I got it at like a flea market place. But this was the only one I saw with that mechanism. And so this is not a common mechanism to find in my area. Now we're going to take a look at the backside of this VCR. So now this is the backside of the Quasar VCR. And you can see here the sticker, the manufacturing date. It is usually written like this, the date on the back of Panasonic VCRs. So you have the model number written here, and here you have a repair sticker, so it has been repaired in 1994. Now we're going to remove these screws and open the top cover. So right now it's open, and we will see what happens on the inside. Sometimes when you press fast forward it does not turn, and sometimes it does. Now play and it's not turning. So you know you see the functions, they are not working. And this time it did not unwind the tape. It did earlier. Oh, we had a bad contact there. You see now it just I tapped it and then it started. Stop button still does not work. It isn't turning while it was earlier. Might be a power supply problem, but this isn't something I can fix, unfortunately. So shaking it does not make any difference, and I don't want it to chew my tape. It isn't even turning now, so Capstan motor is sometimes turning, sometimes not. So on the inside, this VCR looks exactly like my other Panasonic, and this VCR I have no reason to keep it, so it will go at the recycling center. So now I will just open the bottom cover. So now the bottom cover is removed, and now I have access to the Capstan motor. So you saw earlier the Capstan motor was not turning when I press fast forward. It turns sometimes and sometimes not. Now I just press fast forward and it started turning. See? So there is definitely a problem in like the Capstan motor. So probably like the speed control in it. As you can see, turning hyper speed when playing tape. This isn't normal, and it's the first time I see this. And it just snapped my tape. So this is what it did to my tape. Not really nice. So I bet this VCR deserves to be smashed. I don't know if the pinch roller is still good. If it is, I will keep it. So definitely an electronic problem with this VCR, or maybe the Capstan motor itself. I really don't know. If someone can explain what happens there, please tell me. That's gonna be interesting. So now I will splice this VHS tape, and I will try it again and see you and let you see from the top side what happens. Alright, so right now I have spliced this VHS tape, as you can see right here. And so this tape has at least 3 places, I believe, that have been spliced. So because this tape is my testing tape, so it has been damaged many times by my VCRs, and I had to splice it. But that is no big deal, and even if one tape gets too damaged, this is no big deal for me, because I have a lot of other tapes that I can use. Let's try again. If it wants to play it. So it isn't turning well, so apparently there is a... Yeah, the idler is working bad because the pulley is turning on the bottom side. And the tape struggles to go forward, to turn. Try play again. Now it just worked. So there is definitely an idler problem also. So right now the Capstan motor is like turning full speed when the tape is supposed to be playing. You can see it turning very fast. And it's also very noisy. Have you ever seen this, guys? Let's wait to see what it will do. Will it get that fast that it will self-destroy? So that's kind of interesting. Probably earlier the tape here was misplaced due to the VCR being upside down, and that is why it broke. It's rumbling a lot. I do not know what causes this idler to not work well, because it's a gear idler, so maybe the foam pad in it. It kind of smells like a heated motor, a little bit. Now I should plug it to the TV and see what it's like on the TV when it's running fast like this. And so that might be funny, we will see what happens. Now it's plugged to the TV and I got out my universal remote and the VCR buttons work. As you can see right now it's rewinding. The Capstan motor is turning for rewind, but the tape isn't turning, so what can cause an idler that does not have rubber in it to fail like this? It isn't even turning right now. Right now running very fast, very noisy. And here's the TV. So the video heads work, but it's turning way too fast. This is the first time I have this problem on a VCR. So right now I touched the Capstan motor and I got it to somewhat turn to the right speed, but it's still struggling. You can hear it in the sound, it's not working well. But the tape seems to be turning at the correct speed, so this might be a problem with the head, but so there is no motor control whatsoever. Enough of that. So there is no Capstan motor speed control whatsoever in this VCR, and that's what it has, the problem that it has. And it also has a bad idler, and as you can see it does not use an idler tire, it uses a gear. So what can cause it to fail like that, I really don't know. And I did not know these idlers in these Panasonic VCRs would fail. I thought that they were reliable, and so I'm going to keep my Panasonic VCR, which is stored here, which is fully functional. I'm going to keep this one, and also I have a Philips VCR with a similar mechanism to this, but it has differences. I've already compared those, and I'm going to keep it. And so that's pretty much it for this video. This was a Quasar VCR rebadged Panasonic. and it's a 4-head VCR, 4-head through track. This is what it says, double fine slow. So maybe this means that it has a good slow motion picture and pose due to it being 4-head. My other Panasonic is a mono VCR too, like this one, but it's a 3-head. So it has better pose and slow motion than a 2-head VCR. And so that's pretty much it for my video now. Bye!